this all reminds me of like how you say you don't put old carpet, you don't put new carpet over old dirt or carpet even. Dirty carpet. You wouldn't lay, okay. So you wouldn't lay.
So there's like, if you have a bad thought, like putting a good thought over top, it's like putting brand new carpet down without sweeping the floor.
Right. Okay. Exactly. That's just solidifying why this is connected. Up until this point, I have thought of, I guess I have thought of shadow work or like, you know, having to clean up that floor as,
So in other words, if you had that bad thought, where did this thought come from? Is it from me, from the past? What year, how old was I when I first had that type of thinking? Was it 10? Was it 8? 6?
yeah.
You know? Now, if you keep your mind centered on it so you can identify where it came from, then say everything was a lesson I chose. So now I choose again, I choose to stay in the moment, but meanwhile, I forgive everybody else for creating that or for myself for judging it the way I did.
Okay.
Because it was my misjudgment that created the problem.
Right.
That's it.
And I think the missing link, it like clicked new, because I don't think I was owning it. Even though I look at it, I could identify it, I don't think I owned it. So last night, for the first time, I verbally owned it in a new way. It was actually a spiritual teacher on TikTok that is super, we'll have to talk, maybe you would absolutely align. He's got a similar, he's in the military actually, a lot like you and got started, but he does, I know we talk about Falun Gong, he does Ki Chong, what is it called, anyways, I know that you would like this guy. No, the other one, Chi Kong. Is that it? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I just know his teachings really reiterate the same stuff that you've learned, and he had a mentor, multiple mentors. So anyways, long story, it's not even part of it. But here's the thing. So a lot of the stuff that I'll hear, I'll be like, oh my God, like it's just validating things, and it's hit. So in it,
it's kind of like an echo.
It is, and it's nice because we receive in a more potent way, I guess. Okay, so anyways, he was doing a live. He focuses a lot on, well, it's all energy, but a lot of health stuff. People ask him about like this health, because he does the 5 Chinese elements, is what that practice is all about, I believe. So, anyways, at one point he said, because I know for me, I disconnect so much from, you know, my energy field, and
how about you just disconnect from the moment?
Yeah, it's
and
true.
Let your mind run like kind of like a wild dog. Where's it going today?
Well, it's on purpose. It's in a protection mode. So because it's that ego, you know what I mean? How it tries to control you and not let you see truth, right? So here's the thing. Here's what I wanted to share with you, is that I owned it in a new way, and I felt a complete shift. I feel different today. I feel empowered today to do the things I want to do versus feeling so powerless to do those things. I keep myself from doing it to keep myself from being I want to not meditate. I want to fail at meditation, right? I do that subconsciously to keep myself in a failure place. Here's the thing, I let it rise up and it released. I acknowledged it, I felt it, like I had goosebumps. So like financial, I said, I want to be broke. I want to, for shadow work type of purpose of, it's not something you repeat every day, but it's to finally allow the truth of my actions. My actions, if I don't be distracted from my ego, I'm able to see clearly why I want to do that, because I like to limit myself because maybe I'm afraid of success or something, right? It's just an old cycle. But regardless, I'm not a victim of circumstances. I choose that, therefore I want that.
It's your choices.
Right. I choose that, so I must want it. A part of me, because that's comfortable. Now my spirit doesn't want that. That'd be silly.
Because you're a creature of habit. You're used to it.
And it feels secure, normal. So once I acknowledge these things that I've resisted, because what you resist persists, correct? Even though I didn't think I was resisting, I was, but I was trying to put new carpet over old floor. Where really I needed to allow these truths to be revealed, and like my ego didn't want me to see that stuff, you know, because it doesn't make sense. Why would I say I want to be poor? That's the last thing I would think to say.
But that is the strength of the ego, is control.
Yeah.
So that's really.
But it's true.
But really, kind of like abundance, we look at my cup is half empty or half full. That's what we're going to get. Right?
True, yeah.
But we gotta get where we realize that the whole universe, there's plenty to go around forever.
Yeah.
And we deserve to have whatever we need to survive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just normal. That's law of nature. We'll have what we need to have to survive. So now, someone wants, we have to analyze whether we want something because it's a need, or does it because it's just a want?
Yeah.
Because wants aren't worth having because they're just going to come and go.
Right, and not even.
Not going to fulfill your journey. But, you know, I think too, there's a lot of people are trying to manifest. I think logically that everything's within your reach. If you don't think if money's dirty, because it's not. Because it's just energy, it's a tool, exchanging.
Right.
For other things.
Right.
So it's part of the system. You know, that's what life's all about. You know, whether you use your back and sell yourself at a job, or whether you use your mind, or connect with spirit and then let the spirit work through you. So that's really, I really.
But when you talk blockages, you know,
yeah,
you gotta clear that floor out.
That's right. That's right. You got when that unpleasant thought comes to mind, you need to write it down, because your mind's going to be kind of like, the ego's going to be like the dog chasing his tail. Oh, look over here.
It does.
Look over here.
Yeah.
And if you write it down, you go slower, so now you can start digesting what you're feeling.
Yeah.
And then you can start shifting what you're
feeling. And feeling it.
Yeah.
Be the observer and feel it.
And know that you're wanting to change the way you look at it. Because like I was saying, everything's a learning lesson that we chose. Nothing was meant to hurt us.
It's just crazy how like a long time can go by. That ego can divert you, hide.
Control.
Yeah. So you might even think that you're aware. And then all of a sudden, more will be revealed.
Yeah, and you think it's a safe spot just because you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
Well, life is about change. You have
it fun.
But to me, I think that, you know, you can get into meditation, you can get into self-awareness. You know that that's our direction. We're like a car going forward in our path. That's where we're going to the higher vibration.
Yeah.
That we want to learn to control our mind so we focus on the inside of ourselves, not the outside world around us. So the more we can focus on the inside, you know, pay attention to your breath, have a few breaths without thoughts. Now, let's take it to the next step. Let's feel the energy of our body. So just feel the vibration rate of your body. So you feel it in your shoulders, your back and your chest, your stomach, and then your thighs, your calves, your ankles, your feet, your toes, throughout your arms and your fingertips. Now you feel that flicker of the energy moving back and forth.
It's that easy.
It's that easy. Now, if I'm paying attention to my vibration rate, I'm in the moment. I am that vibration, right?
Right.
I'm not just physical. So the more I can pay attention to the vibration rate, the more I'm centered in the moment, the more I'm alive, I'm paying attention to what's going on, and then Spirit can guide us. But you know, for a lot of people, just breaking the habit of the past is a struggle.
Right.
But once you step your foot forward, one step at a time, you know, you slowly change.
Well, I know for me, I have this belief or something deep that has limited myself because I think that it has to be, I have to have some momentum to make a change, but really it's a lot easier than I allow it to be in my head. Like I think that it's gonna be that I'm powerless. I feel powerless a lot about things that but it's not true, that's an illusion, because if I come back into my breath, I can gain any power it takes to get over anything. But my mind will tell me, oh, it's too hard, you know, it's whether it's like a sugar craving or, you know, and it doesn't have to be a suffering, it can be an empowering moment, right? Because I don't want to be in that suffering
either. No, you don't want to punish yourself.
No, I want to rise up, and I've had moments like that, but it always had felt like they're few and far between. But we can actually access that anytime.
Anytime. And the more often we do it, the more we're going to change the way we're rewiring our minds. By living in the moment, we're not reacting from yesterday's reaction again today. Right?
Right.
That's really changing our thought system is really critical to our survival. Because you know what we thought when we was a kindergartner, you know, was different than what we thought when we was 12 or 13, or when we were 20. But now to get back to the innocence of a child, not have thoughts going on in our mind other than what we're doing. Right? So we're living in the moment. We're living in the now. But like what you're talking about, when it comes up, you're better off not to cover it up. You're better off to look at it, release it, reframe it. Nothing was meant to hurt us. It was a lesson we chose. We're stronger because of it. We made it through it.
Yeah.
We're here today.